guys? It's Mock Money once again. And if you are just joining my channel, you are welcome. Here at Business on Board, I discuss business and life, like starting, growing, leading, living, money and finance. So let's get started. In today's video, we are going to discuss available options for startups to secure funding. A startup is a company that is in its initial stage of business. In other words, the company is just starting out. Starting a company is not easy, especially when it comes to securing funds. So, how can a startup secure funds since the company is just in its initial stage of business? Let's look at the options. 1. Family and friends. Family and friends are usually one of the options to source funds for a startup. If you are considering this option as a startup, you are looking at talking to family members and friends to assist you with money so that you can establish and grow your business. 2. Crowdfunding. This can be seen as a process where individuals invest an amount of money through a platform. As a startup, you can have access to funds by relying on the money contributed by individuals on these platforms. Types of crowdfunding include: A. Crowdlending. Here, a startup has access to funds via a platform by applying for interest-added loans. B. Reward-based crowdfunding. Here, a startup secures funds via a platform and the investors in this platform have access to the products of the company in its early days. C. Equity crowdfunding. Here, the investor in the platform becomes the co-owner of the startup's company. 3. Venture capital funding. This is another option a startup can secure funds. This is the process whereby a venture capital firm finances or funds a startup in return for equity, which is the monetary value of a property or of an interest in a property in excess of claims. 4. Accelerator. During the early development of a company, investors became part of the development program of the company by providing mentorship. During this period of mentorship, they provide funds for the business, but when the mentorship is over, the investors have to give up some equity, usually not more than 10%. 5. Grants. Here, a startup doesn't have to give up equity. It's a source of funds for a startup whereby the beneficiary doesn't have to pay interest in return for the money received. 6. Bank loan. Here, a startup secures funds via banks or institutions offering money to startups, and beneficiaries pay interest and part of the capital monthly and are expected to pay up on or before the agreed period. 7. Venture debt. Here, unlike in venture capital funding, the startup pays back the money rather than exchange it for equity. 8. Convertible loan notes. Here, a startup is expected to pay up borrowed money on or before the agreed date, and if the startup fails to pay back, the loan will be converted to equity. 9. Bootstrapping. Here, the startup is funded by the founders themselves, which also includes the revenue from the business but not external capital. 10. Revenue-based financing. Here, a startup is funded by a loan, but the repayment of the loan is from the revenue from the business. Such repayment is usually a fraction or a percentage of the revenue of the business, and there is no collateral that's linked to the business. By now, you must have picked a source to secure funds for your Are you considering grants, venture capital funding, accelerator, bootstrapping, bank loans, family and friends, convertible loan notes, reward-based financing, crowdfunding, or venture debt? Whichever works best for you should be considered to get started with your dream of owning a company or group of companies. I hope you have learned something from this video. If you do, please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. That shows support and love for my content. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video. And bye. Peace.